Hi, Sandra here, and I am going to be making um, a zucchini boat. And actually, this is an idea that I had, and we'll see how it turns out. But my grandson, my daughter, she made stuffed peppers, and my grandson said that would be really good with buck snort in it. And I don't know if you know what buck snort is, but it's typically a dip. But I'm going to try to do buck snort zucchini boat. So I've got my zucchinis cut up, and all you do is cut it in half, take the seeds out, and I did cook it for 20 minutes so that I want it fairly soft, and my filling is going to be preheated and pre-cooked. So I have my sausage, and I'm using Sawyer sage sausage, so any spicy sausage, breakfast sausage works fine. So it's really simple. All you do is you brown your sausage, then you add your cream cheese, and I'll turn the back on, and we'll melt this here in good, and then it calls for, the Bucksnort calls for Rotel, which is basically a very hot, spicy salsa. Because basically all that's in this my hot salsa that I made is tomatoes and hot peppers. And that's what this is, diced tomatoes and hot peppers. So today I'm going to use my salsa. It's the last one I have, so, and I'm not getting any more this year because, needless to say, my garden's not doing too good. We're in the middle of a drought, very bad drought, so we'll just grab a spoon. And we're going to put this whole thing in. It'll be nice and spicy that way. Always good. Then I'm going to chop this up and heat it up, and when the cheese is all melted, I'll put it in my boat. But yeah, my grandson thought that pepper would be good done with bucksnort, a stuffed pepper. And he's right, I think it would be good. But I don't have, my peppers aren't quite ready yet, so I thought I'd try this using the zucchini boat. I do have some green peppers on, so in time, it won't be too much time, and I'll be able to do, try one of them with the peppers. Sounds really good. But this is nice and spicy and creamy, so it's really good. I can eat this by the spoonful, so it'll be really good in here. I think my grandson will be right. He's 12, so I was a little surprised when he come up with the idea like that. He must like bucksnort pretty good too. He's just getting an age where he's starting to like stuff really spicy. Okay, it's almost, you can see it, it's almost melted, and my induction burners stop when I take them off. They automatically stop, so it doesn't work to do that, but I don't know how else to show you. So I think this is gonna be good. A large spoon. Now we are going to take our bucksnort, and we're gonna stuff just put it in the middle of our, so it's a real easy recipe to follow, so I think this is gonna be good. turn it off, it's going to start. We don't want to burn it. And we're going to heap it in. And then I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for like 20 minutes. That should be good because the inside's already hot. The other is pre-cooked but not hot. It was cold because I did it actually yesterday. I was wanting to do this yesterday and didn't get a chance. I have VBS that I'm getting ready for and Vacation Bible School through our church. So I'm one of the helpers. So anyway, now all I'm going to do is put this in the oven at 350 for 20-30 minutes. I'll keep checking it. Okay, there we go. It's cooking for 20 minutes. I will be back in 20 minutes and we will take a sample of it and see if it's as good as it sounds. I think it sounds really good. So, catch you later. Okay, here we are. We're going to sample this. My husband's sitting right here beside me. He says he don't want to be filmed though. So, we are going to sample it. It's this is just a slice out of it. And well, how's Connor's idea? Is it pretty good? Although he said he wouldn't like this. He don't like zucchini.
Very good.
But I love buck snort, so this should be pretty good.
Tastes just like a dip.
Only it's a meal instead of just a dip. We usually have the buck snort it's a tradition to have it, having it as a dip during football games. So we watch the games and have chips and dip. And so this is, it's good. Not really hot. I could have added some jalapenos to make it hotter, but I'm sure by the time I get done with this, it'll be hot enough. And I only baked it 20 minutes, but like I say, I had it baked it for a half an hour first, the zucchini, before I put everything together. So it was pretty much just to warm it up and maybe cook it a little more. It could have had it cooked a little bit more, but I like it a little bit on the crunchy side yet. Some people like their zucchini really done, then you would want to cook it longer. So, thanks for watching. You can check out more of our YouTube videos on Natural Green Creations, and we will catch you next time. Make sure you like and share it. Hi, Sandra here again. I am going to I just got done picking a whole bunch of broccoli, so I have made creamy broccoli for my husband, and now I'm going to do a broccoli salad. That I can only do when it's fresh broccoli. You can't have it froze. I froze down 2 quarts of quart jar bags of broccoli, steamed it first. So what I did is I soaked my broccoli in salt water for a while to make sure that I get all the little cabbage worms. I actually use marigolds, and that works really good. I have not found hardly any cabbage worms in my cabbage or broccoli or kohlrabi this year. So it works really well, but just to be on the safe side, I soak it for a while in salt water, and then I drain it off and wash it. Well, my broccoli's right here, and I need all the moisture taken out, so I let it sit. I've drained it a couple of times like this, just to get rid of all the moisture. And now that all the moisture is out, I'll do that another time after I get this here, and before I dump it in there, I'll do that again. But it's called Keto Broccoli Salad. And it starts off with 6 cups of broccoli, and that's about what I have. I didn't really get an accurate measurement. 3/4 cup of mayo. So this is mayonnaise, and mayonnaise is a good source, a good go-to for keto. Don't have the sugar that your salad dressings. I used to use Miracle Whip all the time, but sugar in that. And then we're going to put in 1/2 cup of sour cream. And the sour cream actually came from one of them free dinner handouts. They had a bunch of extra, and I help hand out, and then I bring the stuff that's left over I bring home. I don't want it to go to waste. So then we use 2 teaspoons of dill, and this is dill that I had in my garden that I have processed, and so it's my dill. And I have a bunch more out there yet, so we'll put 2 teaspoons of dill, a teaspoon and 1/4 of onion powder, a teaspoon of 1/4 of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon parsley, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to stir that together. And then I am going to add 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese and 1/2 cup of bacon bits, all fried up and cooked. So then we're going to stir that up. Then all we have to do is get this stirred up good. And then I'm going to drain this one more time. Get the moisture off. Yep, there's still a little bit of moisture in there. Okay, now I'm going to put this in here and stir it. And I use just the smaller pieces that was in my broccoli. I didn't have to cut them up that way. I'm gonna wish I had a bigger bowl to stir it, but we'll get it. I think it'll fit in this bowl when we get done. Then I can got a lid for it. So basically we stir it up good. We've had this before, and it is very, very, very good. The reason why I'm making it again is because it was so good. I think I served it. I'm going to get me a knife because I have one piece of broccoli that's pretty big yet. It's going to be a little hard to stir with it big. So we'll just cut it up like that. Find another one, I can do the same thing. But this is kind of like, almost like you're eating broccoli with a dip, only it's in a salad. It's, like I say, it tastes really, really good. The bacon bits just adds, the cheese adds, the spices go wonderful together. Okay, we're getting it stirred up here. Now this I won't be able to send in Junior's. My husband is a truck driver, and I send him in it to. I can't put it in I call them TV dinners. That ages me good, don't it? They call them frozen dinners now, but you can't freeze this. It's fresh salad, so it won't work. Well, we've got it just about stirred. My hands are a mess. Good thing they started off clean. Okay, and there is our salad. Junior, do you want to come in and come here and have a little sample of this? I think he's passing. I don't think he likes being on camera. So, I will just use one of my little cups and rinse my hand off. Just as good as the first time I made it. And you don't have to be exact with your measurements. If you like it with more, the key is a recipe is a guide, not set in stone what you have to do. If you don't have one of the spices, substitute or use more of something else. But this here, just as the recipe says, is really good. I think the last time, instead of using the garlic, I used garlic pepper, and I didn't use salt. I just measured like 2 teaspoons of garlic pepper. And this time there's no pepper in it. It was good both ways. So like I say, you can play with it a little bit. If there's a go-to spice that you really, really, really like, go ahead and try it. It'll probably turn out good. So if you like what you see, like it and share it. And subscribe, and I have a lot more videos on, so you can check them out too. And I will catch you on the next video that I share. So see you later.